Good afternoon, Leo. Welcome to Sing Concepts Tarot. My name is Cynthia, and today we are doing that timeless month ahead reading update for you. And what that means is whether you're sun, moon, Venus, or rising at the time of viewing this video, well, something should resonate for you. What I want you to do, Leo, use that intuition of yours. Only focus on those things that do. Anything else, just leave it for another. All right, we're going to get into this reading because it is going to be a long one. I usually pack a lot into these monthly readings just to ensure you leave with something to focus and meditate upon, as well as you can return and gain new insight. So we're starting with the Celtic Cross. I'm going to use the Chris Ann Light Sears deck, and we're going to do a general reading on a Celtic Cross and staff, as well as we'll then use the Chris Ann Muse Tarot deck to pull 4 cards for each of the weeks in the month upcoming, and then clarify with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I want you to stay tuned after the tarot readings because we're also pulling oracle cards as well. I have one of Winnie D's oracle card, one of the Shaman's Dream oracle card, and one Moonology card too. So definitely a lot. So stay tuned. Let's get started here at the beginning. We have the main object of you month ahead is the Knight of Pentacles. The challenge is the Six of Pentacles. Recent past, we have the Five of Swords. Progressing forward, we have the Seven of Cups. Conscious desires, we have the Fool, and subconscious, I have the Five of Wands. Now, how others see you, I'll build up the staff here, how you see yourself, how others see you, and your hopes, fears, and dreams, and the final outcome. So we'll set that deck aside. Let's focus in on the heart of this cross first. And the main object of the month ahead is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow, but progressive. Yes, that Knight of Pentacles, Leo. That energy of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, down to earth, cautious, but slow. You know, loyal, dependable, stable. This offer is coming in, and it's coming to you, but it's a very slow opportunity presenting itself to you. It's taking time, and you're going to have patience, but it is progressing forward. Part of the challenge that's facing it, though, is the Six of Pentacles, a feeling of unbalance occurring. The Six of Pentacles is about, feeling things aren't fair. That's not equal. It's not balanced. And that's, kind of causing things to be really feel a lot slower, and it's a challenging this night, this opportunity coming towards you. Let's continue on. We're going to look at the recent past and then jump forward here. So recently we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords here, Leo. As you can see, he looks like he's got a headache. And it's an argumentative card. You're sick and tired of arguing. You don't want it, and fives are all about changes, so it's time to change it. It's time to stop the arguing. It's time, you can argue till the crows come home, so to speak here, but it's just going to end up giving you a headache. And a lot of times, while you can, stay, you can stay true with your own thoughts and ideals and totally ignore everyone else's, be in that argumentative state of just, my way or the highway. That needs to change, Leo, because it's just going to give you headaches. And that's what was happening in the past. And I do say, I believe you changed here. You changed your style of communicating with others, and actually starting to, realizing, okay, others' ideals do have some merit, and giving them at least weighing on others' thoughts and ideals, and not just, disagreeing and just focus solely on yourself. That has changed, and we're progressing forward. You doing so has created many multiple choices for you. The only problem you're having is that you're undecided. You're a little bit confused because you have so many options or opportunities presenting themselves. And it's, it is what it is. You don't want to make the wrong choice. So that's where it's coming in. As you progress forward in the month, you're going to be needing to make a choice and just being really confused, because all of a sudden, since you've opened up and listening to others' ideals and thoughts, and that change of communication and understanding, Leo, now you got so many options to choose from. It's a little overwhelming. Let's look at your conscious hopes and dreams and thoughts. And this is what you consciously are seeking from the universe, the divine, the creator, the source. however it be for you. But this is the Fool card. The Fool card is the brand new level up. This is the having the faith to start anew, fresh start, new journey, wipe the slate clean. Let's do this kind of thing. That's what you're sending out to the universe. You said, I'm so ready. I am so ready to have this fresh new start. I'm ready to step out in faith. Let's do this. And so that you got this consciously, this desire, this prayer that you're sending out to the universe. And subconsciously, as I say, that is often that, alpha is when you're consciously saying your prayers and speaking your truth of what you want. And subconsciously, that's when you start to meditate and you go a little bit deeper and you get into that Zen state and you delve down from alpha into theta and beta levels, whether you're meditating or even sleeping and dreaming. And so at that point, that's when you're really, truly connected to source. I mean, without a thought. I mean, it is just your images, and it's not words and verbatim that is communicating. It is a direct link up that is connecting that energy. And this is the Five of Wands. Yeah, you're really you're confused. There's a lot of chaos there. There's conflict. There's drama that's coming up. There's just this conflict within you subconsciously that you haven't let go of. It may have been from the past, the arguments and different things that created this conflict within yourself rather than others, that it's interfering with you realizing your new journey, your new dream, because there's a conflict. You got some kind of conflict within yourself that's stopping you. And kind of, stopping you from having this new start that you so desperately desire. I mean, I see that consciously. You really want this new start, but at the same time, you're dealing with the conflict of perhaps how others, what drama it would create and everything, and it's kind of stopgapping you. And it does seem unfair, unbalanced. You really want to balance things out. But it's kind of slowed everything down. This new opportunity, this new life, this new cycle, it's been slowed down, not necessarily by others, but how you perceive it will be received by others, if you can understand that. Now, like I said, lots of opportunities presenting themselves, lots of choices for new beginnings. You're just a little concerned, a little off-put now because you are conflicted. You're like, I don't want to make the wrong choice, and you're undecided going into the month. Now, how you see yourself going into the month ahead is Two of Cups. Yeah, you see yourself as, being committed, dedicated, to another. I mean, there's someone here, you're dedicated, you're committed, you have that integrity of, you made the vow and, that commitment and you're sticking to it. That's how you see yourself. Now, how others see you, they see you as collaborator, team player. Yeah, you're contributing, you're collaborating. That's how others see you. You're just a team player coming into this. Now, your hopes, fears, and dreams, Leo. Eight of Swords. Yeah. Eight of Swords is tying yourself up in knots, getting yourself all tangled, blindfolded. You're afraid of hurting yourself and you're afraid of hurting others. And at this point, you kind of stagnating. Your fear is that, just that. I mean, it's a card of fear. It's of being afraid to face the reality and truth, set the boundaries that are in this kind of set there, the truths and thoughts and ideals all been kind of built into a fence, and you tied yourself up in knots overthinking this issue of how to gain your freedom, that you've just kind of bondaged yourself into this situation and stalemated yourself. You just stagnated there, not making decisions. You're fearful. I mean, your hope though is that you will be able to move on and not be stuck. So the final outcome in the staff for you, Nine of Swords. Yeah, I know. Sometimes that's hard to see, Nine of Swords, but what it is insight for you, Leo. And this Nine of Swords, it's all about overanalyzing, overthinking, creating your own anxiety from that overthinking. And I'll be honest, the good thing to get this card so early ahead in the month ahead is to realize and recognize as soon as you start to overthink and overanalyze something, stop it. Yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but stop it. You creating this anxiety does not do you any good, Leo. Overthinking something, either you're overthinking something from the past, that's not living in the present, or you're overthinking, making assumptions about things that have not even occurred yet, and it's keeping you up, creating this anxiety. Live in the present. Take those baby steps. Use that energy of that Knight of Pentacles. The opportunity's there. Just take baby steps. Making sure you have a sure, solid foundation to step forward on. Just baby steps will give that clarity and that confidence moving forward that you're not going to be overthinking yourself. It kind of comes with that conflict that you're having with yourself. It's all in your head. It isn't necessarily with others that you're having these conflicts. It's the assumptions that you're applying to their perspectives of others. That isn't really true. So Leo, for you to go forward, you're undecided, you're confused, but you're confusing yourself more than anything. Yeah, there is a lot of options and opportunities, but you're overthinking things. You're being overcritical, overthinking everything that it's making you just sit there and stopping progress forward. And you don't want to be stagnant. You don't tie yourself up in knots over this. Integrity, yeah, you see yourself as having integrity, committed and dedicated to something. Others see you as a team player as well. But take notice here, Leo, that it's not all about, sometimes you do have to make tough decisions. And it's getting out of your head. I mean, like I said, I think once you realize that if you come back into the present, and find that generosity card. I mean, the challenge you're facing is you're thinking things are just unfair. But I think what it is that you're being unfair to yourself more so than others. Because you're putting yourself there. You're keeping yourself there wherever there is for you, Leo. You're holding yourself back. You're the one who's tangling yourself up in knots, not anyone else. Just your assumptions or your perspective. Your presumptions, I should say, is what's tangling you up in knots and making you overthink things. Stop, slow down, take 2 steps forward and then 1 step back and just look at the lay of the land. And you're going to find you're still going to be progressing forward, and eventually you will absolutely be able to make a decision. And you know what? More often than not, all roads will get you there for the journey that's meant for you. That's one thing you need to know. When this card comes up, oh yeah, this is going to be a tough decision at times. But the fact of the matter is, every time you come to a fork in the road or decisions and multiple forks in the road, most often than not, that universe has got your back. The divine has got your back. There is a contract, soul contract that you created before you were born here, Leo. So moving forward, yeah, it's tough. You want to, in your mind, you want to make the right decisions, and one road may be longer or shorter than the other, but you're still going to ultimately be working towards that final destination that is only meant for you, your true truth and your true identity and your true path. But only you uniquely know that, and the universe. So don't worry so much. Focus on the present, like I said. Look at the lay of the land. Don't tie yourself with knots. And you're going to find out as you make a decision, take 2 steps forward, step back, you're going to realize, okay, I'm on the right track. I got this. So definitely, the month ahead, I do see it is going to be, you're going to be facing those challenges, but having the knowledge gained and the foresight here, recognize it when it happens and start pulling around. Now, I realize you're like, oh, subconsciously, how do I deal with conflict? Subconsciously, I mean, I can't control myself. Well, true, sometimes, but just like neuro-linguistics programming, NLP. That is based on applying practical tricks or creating a habit from where you didn't have a habit before and making those changes. And they become subconscious habits that you in routine that you don't even notice them anymore. It's just a habit. It's how habits are formed or broken. And you have a habit of, really kind of holding things back and within and overthinking things, overcritical. So what you need to do is maybe pull yourself out of that negativity. Establish your vision board because consciously you want that new beginning. Start putting together a vision board, whether it's in your mind or actual vision board you can look at and focus upon. And mentally see that journey in a positive light. Put those rose-colored glasses on daily. Focus on what you truly want, Leo, what you truly see your journey, that new cycle, that new level up, how it looks to you. Envision it, literally envision it in your mind, and you will be amazed because when you go to sleep at night, all of a sudden, that conflict in your mind disappear, and all of a sudden, you're starting to realize, with faith, you're going to start envisioning your journey ahead. It just works that way. Consciously into the unconscious, and then to the universe to assist you on that divine source step up and reveal your heart's desires, your prayers answered. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. The Chris-Ann Muse Tarot deck, as I said, I'm going to pull 4 cards for each of the weeks in the month ahead. All right, first week ahead, we got the Page of Materials. Second, 10 of Voices. Third, we have 7 of Inspiration. And the final week in the month ahead, Leo, we have 6 of Materials. Set that deck aside. I'm going to grab the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and let's delve into each one of these weeks uniquely, individually. And now I'm going to pull 3 clarifiers from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck as well, just to tease out more details in the month ahead for you. We start out here with the week 1 Leo, Page of Materials. So this is undeveloped opportunity coming. It's probably from that Knight of Cups, offering this opportunity, slow coming. It's undeveloped. It's in the beginning stages of week 1. But you're getting messages regarding it. You're seeing the opportunity presenting. You're recognizing it's still not fully developed. It's just the beginning stages, but it is something in the 3D world. New job, new promotion, new home, a new car, new investment, something new that you are considering, and it's still in an undeveloped state. So let's pull 3 cards, clarify that a little more depth for you. And here we go. We have Leo. Yeah. We have you contemplating, taking some time out, meditating, trying to find that clarity. There's 4 swords. The beauty of the clarity is it is a necessity. Take time out for yourself. Really meditate, focus, contemplate. You can notice that there's swords. They point at different points of chakras. The crown chakra is the mental clarity. The throat chakra to communicate clearly to others with so they understand your thought ideals, your process, what you mean when you're speaking to them clearly. And then your heart chakra, open up that way. You gain that feeling, that gut instinct for moving forward. And you'll be amazed once you open up your chakras, a new truth is revealed to you. And it's usually been under your nose the whole time. You just never took time to notice it because you're just going on that fast track. And this is a time to slow down. Now, Leo, there's that Page of Wands once again. This is a communication that's going to motivate you, inspire your passions. It's in the new beginning development stage. This opportunity is what's going to set you on fire. It's inspirational. It's going to motivate you, this message coming in. Now, not to say it's not going to be some hard work involved here, because you got the 8 of Pentacles. And this Page of Materials, this new opportunity, it's not like just it's going to be quick, simple, and easy. No, there is a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. Using your skills, your experience, your expertise, the wisdom you've gained over time to apply it into making this new development grow and expand. All right, so this is the first week. You're taking on that new, looking at that new opportunity coming in. Second week, yep, we got the 10 of Voices. Now, this is like the Death Rebirth card. It is it's an ending, a completion card. Now, it is a little more painful than other completion cards. That's true. It is like the caterpillar going within the chrysalis. There's a transformation. The caterpillar's dying, but it's transforming. It's the death of a caterpillar, the birth of a butterfly coming into effect here. And that's what's happening for you come the second week. This is rising up beyond all the, the practicalities that overwhelm you. The truths, the facts, the practicalities that you kind of throw at yourself quite a bit and others too. It's just, it's the death of you. You're just, all these thoughts and ideals and practicalities and focusing on them. You're burnt out. I've had it. I want to start. I want to wipe the slate clean. I want to start new, a new logical point of reference that this new opportunity. So let's go ahead and pull you 3 cards, clarify that 10 of voices for you, and yeah, you got justice, that Libra energy coming out here, Leo. This justice card is all about justice being served, fair and balanced, equitable for all, not just for you, but for everybody. So this coming out, and it is based on a decision needing to be made. Now, you got your blindfold on there. You're trying to make this decision without your heart involved. There's an ocean of emotion right behind you, and you're blindfolded to your own emotions and the emotions of others. You're like, I don't want to face emotions. I'm going to blindfold myself and just make a practical, logical, fact-based decision. But you know what? That's not fair to you. It's not fair to others. You need to, make a decision that you're passionate about. This new opportunity to present itself. We've seen that Page of Wands. It's something that ignited your fire, ignited your passions. And so you can't leave your heart out of this. It's part of it. Your emotions need to be part of this decision. A lot of times you don't want to make it. You're looking at past failures. You're stuck in the past, focused on past mistakes and failures, and not realizing those have occurred and happened, experiences to gain knowledge from, lessons learned, so you don't repeat them. But you don't want to be stuck focused on them, because that's negative connotation. That's negative energy. You need to turn around, face the present, because you do have 2 unfilled cups, 2 new beginnings here, a partnership, perhaps a connection here, but you have 2 cups. They haven't been filled. Presently, you need to pick them up though, and learn. Just take the lessons from the past. Don't stay back there dwelling on the past mistakes and failures. Pick up these 2 empty cups, because they can be abundantly filled in the future, but you have to be able to pick them up and progress forward. Have those cups in hand so that they can be filled. All right, so that is the rebirth cycle. Leave the past behind. Let it go. Wipe the slate clean. It's time for a new birth. It's time for you rising up, flying higher than ever before, even, I dare say, as a beautiful butterfly. All right, now week 3, Leo. 7 of inspiration. Yeah, this is you establishing your boundaries. You are setting your boundaries. You're definitely trying to, not necessarily wall or imprison yourself in just being stuck on your own ideal. This is, recognizing you've accomplished a lot, but being true to yourself. You have your own opinions. Everyone else has their own opinions, but you're establishing your boundaries here, and that is something that's needed. And by recognizing that you can establish boundaries and others will respect it, it's going to be such a boost to your confidence, your self-esteem. Others are going to look at you a little bit differently, maybe a little more respect, because you are not just giving in to everyone else's whims and ideals and opinions. You're standing true and being true to yourself, and that's needed here, Leo. Come week 3, let's clarify that. Oh yeah, we're going through that tower moment. This is a change up for you, and now it may look like it's a surprise. It could be a surprise to others too, but you're going to stand your ground. You're going to set your boundaries, and that is for the good. That's what's needed, because when you're building up on everyone else's opinions, Leo, it's going to be an unstable tower that's built. The foundation isn't stable. Tremors, earthquake, everything's going to knock it down over and over and create that conflict, create that commotion, that drama, that stress that we've seen over here. You need to make a solid foundation, and that's based on your true self, what you truly want. So set your boundaries. Stay firm, stand your ground is what's coming into play here. Now that tower's coming through, reestablish that change is occurring here, and that's what you want. You want that new beginning, and to have a new beginning that's a good, steady, stable foundation, you got to have a tower moment. Now the Queen of Swords is here as well, Leo. Queen of Swords is, well, everyone knows by now, no bullshit queen. Queen of Swords, she's very analytical. She's very intelligent. She is one who really uses logic and practicality in making her decisions. You can see she holds her hand out. She's like, go share your truth with me. Now remember, this is clarifying you setting your boundaries. Now that doesn't mean you're staying isolated. You just know what your truth is, what your opinion is, and you're saying, well, I'll listen to you. Tell me what your truth is. Tell me what your opinion is. But if I don't agree with it, I'm just cutting it out of my life. It's not practical. It's not logical. It's not going to work for me. So you got your no bullshit thing going on, and that could create some disagreements. But we have that Five of Swords here. Once again, the Five of Swords is about that change of communication that's occurring here. You're willing to listen, but at the same time, you're only going to accept what actually logically will fit within your needs. And sometimes that can create some disagreements, but you're changing your style of understanding. You're changing your style of communicating. You've gained that clarity and understanding earlier how to communicate it to others. So by setting your boundaries, you're actually going to reduce more of the arguments, because it's just obvious. You got the no bullshit queen going on here. You're just, it's going to be obvious to others even that you're no longer you're no longer going to listen to their bullshit. Basically, the arguments are going to end. Conflicts are nullified. You're standing firm, setting your boundaries, Leo. Yeah, you're not going to listen to any more bullshit. You'll listen. But if it's bullshit, nope, cutting it out of your life. You're good. All right, so now moving on to the final end of the month here. We have the Six of Materials. And once again, Six of Materials is similar to Six of Pentacles, which was the challenge in your Celtic Cross reading. So the Six of Materials coming into the final end here, like I said, that's about that unbalance, that feeling of needing to balance things out and harmonize, create that equality for everyone, including yourself, that it's something isn't fair is kind of what's coming out here. So clarifying that for you. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We got the Queen of Wands, which is definitely Leo energy coming out here. That fiery strength, that bravery, that charming, creative, attractive, individual. That's you, Leo. Yeah, you're shining. You're joyful. You're successful. You are. You really, you can make things expand. You got that energy of creativity that you can take a seed and bring it to fruition and a bountiful harvest and new beginnings and bring that joyful success. You're very passionate about things. So you're inspiring, you're motivational, you're coming out like this. You got all this you're bringing to the table. But yet you're all up in your head. You got everything going for you, but you're overthinking things. And a lot of times, like I said, the overthinking, the overanalytical, we had that in your final outcome as well on the Celtic Cross. And this is, you need to reflect upon the fact, look at things from a different perspective. The Hangman's here. While you may be thinking things are unfair, unbalanced, perhaps they're not. Perhaps you've created that unbalance, that unfairness yourself based on your perspective, your perception. Like I said, you need to get out of your head. Stop trying to presume about things in the future that haven't occurred and may never ever occur. You're worrying yourself into anxiety and creating stagnation in your life because you're just fearful. You're afraid. You're overthinking things and stressing out, and it's not good for your health. take on this Piscean energy here, Leo, this hangman energy, to look at things from an alternative perspective instead of your normal, I put so much in, I'm doing all this and this and that, and no one else is doing as much as me type of thing. You have these conflicts, whatnot, but actually, I think things are pretty well balanced. And at the same point, once you look at these things at a different perspective, you may realize that, yeah, things are not as unbalanced, unfair, that you kind of did that to yourself, and that you will be able to speak up because realize your conscious desire is to have that new beginning, that new fresh start. And once you gain that perspective, that understanding that, okay, things are fair, justice being served, everyone's getting equal, I can do this. And it's not going to be unfair to anybody. It's not going to be unfair to me. I'm not, it's all going to be balanced. Once you really grasp that from a different perspective, oh, I think you're just going to do wonderful. Things are going to balance out. Now, and actually seeing things in that balance at the same time, this is the generosity card. So if there is a feeling of lack, another is going to be more generous and balance things out. If there's a feeling of abundance, well, then you're going to be more generous to others. It's a two-way street for that balance to occur. But mainly it's all back to the end of the month. You taking time out, reflect, meditate, focus on seeing things from a different perspective than you normally do. And once you do, you will get that enlightenment. Look at that halo around that head there. That's enlightenment, that spark of energy, that passion will be ignited, and it will be from a practical, logical standpoint as well. So awesome. It is going to work out for you. I know there's some challenges in the month ahead for you, Leo, but you have all the resources and tools at your disposal to really conquer any of those challenges. Focus on them as opportunities presented to assist you in realizing your dreams and desires, stepping out with that faith as well. All right, Leo, let me, if this is already resonating with you, go ahead, hit that like button down below, or if you care, share in the comments how this is resonating with you personally. I would really love to read about it. Now, also, I am going to pull you one of Wendy's oracle card here. Now, this is that Welsh Celtic mystical deck. They have all these awesome artistic creative mandala designs on each one, individually unique. And we're going to pull one out here for you to focus and reflect upon in the month ahead. And yours today, Leo, is fertility. I embrace the new ideals and opportunities that are in my life now. Fertility. To really focus on. I embrace the new ideals and opportunities that are in my life now because they are very self-evident. Embrace them, Leo. Now, also, it's a perfect time for you to start that new project, access new ideals, and give birth to new concepts. All right, so let's set that down here. That definitely seems very relevant for the reading at hand. Now, I'm also going to pull you one of the Shaman Dream Oracle cards and read from the guidebook therein. Now, with this, I'd like you to do is kind of focus on the imagery, too. When I pull it, we have the lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Look at all that. Now, the number on this card is 34. One other little tip and trick I learned along the way is if you Google search, excuse me, my foot fell asleep. If you Google search and type in angel meaning number 34, you're going to get an additional angelic message. Now, also that number can work into 7, lucky 7s. And in tarot, though, you can see it's like that multiple choice option over there. It can add some being undecided, confused, as well as setting your boundaries. We've seen that with that 7 of Wands as well. As we also have 7s that move into, maybe deceiving yourself about something, thinking, oh, practicality, you're deceiving others, but you're actually deceiving yourself at times too. So let's go into the guidebook itself and see what it says for this lay of the land card and what you should focus and meditate upon. It's about past lessons, being well informed, and ancestral wisdom. So, Leo, there are times when you're meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even to be part of a wave of change. So, this is one of those times, Leo. And what you're contemplating is perhaps new to you, but others have laid well worn paths and they left wisdom for you to rely and actually reflect upon. So, this is so you have a better understanding, Leo, of all the potentials and the possible pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, so to speak, you're better able to fully experience what is actually being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor or even get good advice from an elder or an expert in whatever it is you're looking to get into. Now, that way you'll be able to meet life's opportunities and the challenges well informed. Knowing you have a map, so to speak, now you can be curious about what else is here. Leo, this is a path that actually promises success in all those areas. Where others before you have dared to tread, well, you will discover the treasure they have left behind for you, and you can make it your own. All right, let's set that down and go to the Moonology deck. Now, I am going to pull one Moonology card, and this is, I think, my favorite deck. Probably why I use it in almost all my readings. It not only just has, a little bit on the card, but it offers so much more insight and alternative meanings that it really guarantees whether this is resonating with you or not, something will give you something to focus and contemplate. Whether this is your first time looking at this reading or you come back and review it and you discover a new truth for yourself to meditate upon. So let's go ahead and grab you one Moonology card. And your Moonology card today, Leo, is Have Faith in Your Dreams. It is the waxing crescent moon. Now, I'm going to pull this up for you here, waxing crescent moon, and let's see what be most helpful for you. All right, Leo, during the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. Yep, this card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're actually dreaming of. Though it will take some work, and Leo, you're not quite there yet. But this is a time of energy rising up. Emotions are building up too for you. Where do you want to go, Leo? And do you believe you can actually get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Leo, whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. Now, to attend to this moon card, Leo, I know I'm headed in the right direction. And alternative meanings for you, Leos, the situation is full of potential. Your dream can come true. More effort may yet be required. Are you willing to give it? Review your goals, Leo, and ensure you're still committed. And finally, keep moving forwards. All right. I do hope this resonated for you this month ahead. We'll catch you next time. Bye.